Okay, Dr. Tafsam, you are hearing to me? Hello. Some participant has confusion with the our audio call, so they were there. Hello, Dr. Fahim, you are listening to me?
Yes, sir, I can listen.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, Dr. Bakar, have you joined us? So, Dr. Bakar and his team was a problem with joining our training. So he has made to call to me. Okay. So Dr. Bakar, I have to please wait for 1 minute. So other participants are in here. Yes, Dr. Mohammed Arshad, that's you are true. That some people get confused with the WhatsApp call. So this is our first introductions day. So these problem are coming by. Hopefully we will resolve this problem in our coming session lessons. So please sorry with all of these interruptions. Hopefully these problems will not come in our coming days. I'm waiting for Dr. Okay, Dr. Vakar, join us. Hello.
जी जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी जी
Okay, I'm
मैंने
waiting
ज्वाइन
for
कर ली है मैं
Dr.
आपकी
Vakar.
बात सुन रहा हूँ लेकिन थोड़ी सी आई थिंक इंटरनेट इशू है आपकी साइट के ऊपर आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है हेलो
जी जी सर, डॉक्टर साहब आपकी आवाज़ आ रही है। तो ये
चले
इंटरनेट वगैरह के थोड़े हेलो जी जी आवाज़ आ रही है सर आपकी। मुझे आपकी
जी जी
आवाज़
जी जी
क्लियर आ रही है।
ठीक ठीक है थैंक यू वेरी मच जी आप स्टार्ट करें मेरे ख्याल में सारे आ चुके हैं स्टूडेंट्स मेरे तो
ओके डॉक्टर साहब, तो ये इंटरनेट वगैरह का थोड़ा बहुत इशू रहेगा। अगर कहीं भी होता है तो आपने परेशान नहीं होना, हम इंशाल्लाह ये सारी चीज़ें कवर अप कर देंगे।
चले
और
थैंक यू जी
हम
थैंक यू
इंशाल्लाह ये 5-6 दिन का सेशन है और आपको आर आर लैंग्वेज आके भेजेंगे, तो बिल्कुल भी वरी नहीं होना किसी भी चीज़ में। इंशाल्लाह हम आपको नोट्स भी प्रोवाइड करेंगे, ये सारी चीज़ें प्रोवाइड करेंगे। तो थोड़े से हमारे साथ इंटरनेशनल पार्टिसिपेंट हैं, तो हम इंग्लिश में कम्युनिकेशन ज़्यादा करेंगे ताकि
श्योर
वो भी
श्योर
अंडरस्टैंड कर सकें।
श्योर यस श्योर यू कैन थैंक यू वेरी मच
थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू डॉक्टर। ओके, so sorry if we will start from beginning. So Dr. Kar and other his team so learn with us. So this will be with us. The first lesson, that's important lesson. So this is our basic R course for 5 days training to teach you R language, that how our software deal with the data set, large data set and statistical data set. So I am Dr. Khurram Shahzad from Las Vegas University of Agriculture. So I am using this R software from last 5 years, and I learned this software from Washington State University, USA during my PhD research years. So I am also working on my book, short book for Pakistani peoples, so they can understand these softwares. And this software, many of your peoples maybe attended different workshop on that softwares, and you will feel that these workshops are very hard and very difficult to understand on our language. So these people teach in this way, maybe our our basic is weak, so we cannot understand. So I am working on a book, and I will also share you the some notes of this book during our training, lesson 1, lesson 2, and lesson 3, lesson 5. Every day I will share that component of that these of the book. So I am making this book very easy for peoples of especially developing country and Pakistani students and faculty members, so these can use this powerful language and art software, and they can make their own life and students life easy and present their data in a good way. So let's start with the art software. So we were dealing with that, what are the problems with other softwares when you use other softwares. So other softwares, I give you example. That's one of our PhD students have when they came out with data, he has 40 Excel sheets, and their data was so much spread that we cannot understand this huge data and multiple Excel sheets. So when I converted this data into one Excel sheet, and it will be easy to understand this data and do the statistical analysis and do the graphical analysis. So it's become very easy to deal with the large data set in our software. And then this step is the missing values. And sometimes you cannot take the one replication or two replication of your data. So you can, and I think other software cannot perform up to that when you have not full values, full all replication data. So when you put all replication data, then other software respond you in statistical models and graphical presentation. But in ours, R can deal with the missing values. If you have one and two replications are missing, maybe due to some destroy of your, especially in part experiments. So R can deal with the missing value. So you can deal with the large data set when you have project data 1, 2, 3, 4 years of you have large survey data. So you can easily deal with the R, and you can also deal with the missing values. And then is the main problem is some odd value come out in your data. And when your values are 2, 3, and 5 and value, you will see that it is a 40 and 50. It means that your data is not normal, and some values are out of range from your existing literature. So in some study, outliers and give you some new stories, but mostly then you have to skip these outliers. So when you have to skip outliers in other software and in Excel, so you have to delete these values. But in our software, you will see that how we can deal with these outliers. So we will not do manual editing in our data. Through our commands, we can skip these outliers in our softwares. So it is easy to deal with the outliers in data. And then is the selection of right models. When you have a lot of data and you do not know what which model you can apply with your data, so R will help out. When your data is arranged on one Excel sheet, it will be easy to do make a right apply right model on that software. When your data is spread on 40 and 50 sheets, so you do not understand which model can I apply with this data. And the main important thing is that our main publications or our thesis quality is low, very poor. When we send our papers to international journals, and when we send our thesis to foreign evaluation, they said that your statistical table is not right, or your graphics quality is so poor. So we have to sometimes we have to combine two and three graphs in one page. So we do many manual editing, and you will see in our coming lesson how we can deal with. We have one factor data, two factor data, and three factor data. How we can deal with this data, and how we can make our graphical and statistical table more powerful. So that's for an evaluator. We can conclude when we have statistical table strong and graphical presentation good, then we can conclude a right conclusion from our data. We can make a right conclusion from our data. So it's these all things you can deal with the R softwares. And that's in our 5-day lessons. See, I will all our thing will rotate with three main points. Three are the main focus of our this training. First is the understand your data. then apply right model or statistical model to your data, and then make a graphical presentation in well good manners. So your presentation is so attractive, so your paper can be accepted and your thesis evaluated evolution should be good. So in this way, so these are the main problems in data management and every day, and our students are also confused how they can do with the data. I said that the all literatures is available on website, books, and all communities and there to train you our software. But the problem is our software is that this is coding based, and people understand that we cannot make our codings and we cannot deal with our coding, so that's a very difficult to understand this. And so I will repeat that point. You do not to do make any commands for your data. Any statistical modeling or all commands are available on books, internet, and others things. So you have to understand that this is the R command and what is meant by this command. So you in this training, we will train you that say I then what are the component of a commands and how you can understand it. When you understand the basic of our software, then you can read the books of our softwares. You can take your function from the internet, website, and blog. So be patient with these trainings. Practice with our data. We will provide you script and our data file, so you will practice this and then you apply all these commands to your data. So with the passage of time, after 5 days, I mostly hope that you are understanding with the R software will be good and you can use our software with the confidence. So this is language, so it will take some time. So but you these basic will be helpful to you to in your future life, so to use our command easily. So these are the, so what is the R softwares? R software is the coding based software, statistical softwares. These Ross and Robert, two statisticians, 1992 developed these softwares on the basis of Ross and Robert, their initials. This software was named as R software. So Ross and Robert so developed this software in 1992. So this is powerful tools to deal with the statistical data and graphical presentation. So why R is important? Why we are here to learn R softwares? Why we not use other softwares? What are the difference of R software with the other software? So this is the graph I discussed shortly with you. That's when it was compared our software with other languages, other softwares. These are 21 softwares using in the world, but R is in the top as a primary tool, secondary tool, frequently used, occasionally used. I was discussing that in USA, especially most professors are using these softwares, and even postdocs are also in postdoc also given preference to those candidates which have R software experience, who can make statistical and graphic through R's. So what is moving toward the technology? So we are using in developing in Pakistan, we are using old softwares. These are not powerful softwares. As you can compare, one has simple phone and some has Android phone. How they are simple having simple phone can compete with the world. How can they deal with the bots? How can they use email and different stuff with the simple phone? So you cannot communicate with the world. So if you want to grow in your discipline and you want to make progress in your software, so I will suggest you learn the technology in our software and other latex. And in the words, somebody have experience with that, they in and Microsoft Words, people are not using this software. People are currently using LaTeX and other softwares. That's are very easy softwares, and these are also command-based softwares. So these technology is important. So learn the high technology when you are as a faculty members, when you are PhD students. So these technology will be help out to all of you to move in your field. So these are not difficult software. You can see that the simple phone was very difficult with buttons, so you have to press all these buttons. But with the Android phone, these are touch screen phone. These are very easy and comfortable to use. So like this, the technology is growing and making your life easier and simpler. But you have once you have to adopt this technology, when you once have to work with this technology. And you will see that our language is not very difficult as we understand, as the imagination is made in our words, in our countries, that we cannot use our software. And through this software, through this training, you will see that it's a easy softwares and very powerful softwares. And with single line commands, you can do a lot of functions in our softwares. So we will discuss that what is important, what is the difference of the R software with the other softwares. So one main thing is free softwares. In the all other softwares are very highly costly. Yeah, there is a demand 300, 400, $500, and we cannot pay these heavy amount to the to purchase these softwares. Our student cannot purchase this highly cost software. And when their new version come out, then they also demand more money. So they say our software is updated, so if you want to install update version, so you need more money. So our student, our developing countries cannot pay this heavy amount. But the R software in the world is very easy and very free software. So you, it's a and you do not to pay a single penny for this software. It's a totally free software in the world. So that's a, then is the time efficient. You will see that we can, when you get confidence, when you do practice with the art softwares, you can do a large data set in 1 and 2 hours. While if you use other software, if you manage in Excel and other like software, you will need days and even weeks to do with the making statistical and doing graphical presentation. But in our software, within short time, you can do all statistical analysis and you can do with the graphical presentations. That's a high quality presentation quality. I said you that when you make a graph with our softwares, when you make a statistical table with that software, these have very high quality, and this quality ensure your publication and your thesis acceptance in very short times when you have quality of your presentations. Then I said, you do not need multiple Excel sheets. So with one Excel sheet, you have more than 1 year data. You have three and four, 5 factors data. So you just put your data in one Excel sheet, and you can do your all analysis, that understand statistical analysis, and your graphical presentation with only one Excel sheet. That's a very easy. And then I already discussed that with the missing values, and other software cannot do with the missing values, but our software can easily handle all your missing data, all your missing replication very efficiently, and it do not give you any errors during with this. And the literature availability, I said that the all literature about R is very high as compared to other software. You will see YouTube channels, you will see blogs, you will see book on R softwares, and these are communities continuously working on that thing. So that's a not problem. With the literature availability, high literature is available. We are here to train you. And the logical operator, I said that the outliers you can deal. You do not your data should be in within range, and some values coming out of range. So these are logical operators in our software. So you can remove the outliers are the below values or higher values. So you can deal. So we will practice this in our training. And main thing, always updated. So you need any functions as genetical and other things, genetical codings and other thing, genetics things. So all coding and all things are available in our software. You will google this, I need these functions, and you will see that the R have command for this function, and R have modeling command for that function. All things are available in so all in literature, books, blogs. But main thing is your understanding of ours. What is mean by that command of ours? What a command have components. So you, when you will understand the basic of our software, so you will run easily. So I will repeat that the R is totally free software, time efficient, high quality. You need only one Excel sheet, missing value, so you can deal with missing value. Literature availability is very high about R software, logical operators, and this software is always operated. So this is the powerfulness of R's. These are the beauties of R's, and you will also see when we practice with the data. So then these are the links I provided you that you have to install R softwares, and for window download mixed text, and this is for PDF, and previous all version of R softwares are available previous version. Sometimes some functions or some commands are not working in a current version, so you can install previous version of R softwares when you install, and you can run your command. So if you have problem with the latest version of R, you can install its previous version. All latest version, previous version, all are free for you. So you can install these one. And then these are the when you this is our studio softwares. So these when you install our softwares, then our studio will be display in this way: window 1, window 2, window 3, and window 4. These four window will be display on your screen when you open the R software. Window 1 is where you will write the command, where we will see that in practice we will the x is equal to 1. So we will write this in window 1. So window 1 is where you will write the command, and window 2 is the mind of your R software. If you write in window 1 x is equal to 1 and you will run that command, then in window 2 R will save this that x mean is equal to 1. So when you will press 1 plus 3 x plus 3, it will give you answer 4. As in the mind of our software in window 2, it's save as x is equal to 1. And in window 3 all your commands will run out, and your it will run out, and it will show you some results of your commands, and it will show you errors, and all your command will run in window 2, which command you have written in window 1. In window 3, okay. So in window 4, all functions, all packages are installed in the window 4, and graphic are also show in window 4. So window 1 where you will write all your commands, and window 2 is the mind of our software, and in window 3 all your command will display, or your error will come out, and window 4 all your packages are installed. You can see that the packages and your graphic will also will display in window 4. Can anybody repeat these four windows of our softwares? Dr. Bakar, can you please repeat this? What I said there about four windows of our software? Dr. Bakar, you are listening to me? Hello? That's you are listening to me? Dr. Bakar, Dr. Mohammad Arshad. Okay. Can you repeat about the four windows of our, what I said? What is meant by window 1, window 2, window 3, and window 4? Mohammad Arshad, Dr. Mohammad Arshad, can you? Okay, anyone can report about window? Dr. Altaf Hussain. Dr. Hira Akbal, can you please repeat window 4? What are the windows for? Dr. Hira Iqbal.
Sorry, I could not catch you, but I think window 4 shows the libraries which have been installed in our software.
Yes, packages are installed in window 4, and in window 1 is where we will write the commands. We will write that x is equal to 1, and window 2 is the mind of our softwares, where all will store all its commands. So all things are stored in window 1, window 2, or will up to that you will wash out the mind of our software. They will all commands will be saved here. And in window 3 all command will run or smoothly, or it will give you errors. So these are the four windows.
Means window 2 is the C drive of the
Yeah,
R
it's
software.
yeah, it's you can see that it's a mind of our softwares, or will save everything in the window 2. So in window 3 is the command will run out. They will run out command, or error will be also displayed in window 3. So these 4 windows, and you will be get familiar. We will move in the R software. So, okay. Can any other? Sana Khan, can you please repeat about Windows? Sana Khan. So we will ask question from you during training. So things may be repeated, and our body should get these things. So it's not be worry if you do not understand anything during our training. So you can ask questions. So we will try to repeat. So all things should be feed in your mind, and you can. Dr. Fatma Javeria, can you please explain about what have our Dr. Wakar with us? Dr. Kaushik?
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Yeah,
Sana
yeah,
Khan.
yes. Yeah. Dr. Sanaga,
Sir,
please.
you have asked the question about the 4 Windows function. Window 1 is where we write the command. Window 2
Okay.
is the brain of R, and window 3 is where the commands can run, and window 4 is where we can save the various files.
Yeah, there's a different packages and will be installed in Windows 4, and graphic presentation will display in Windows 4. So that's good. Okay. So next is the very important step. So we are there. So you have to understand this. So these 4 basic windows of R, and this is very important where many errors come out. Function and package. What is mean by function and packages? So I will give you example of WhatsApp video call. I want to perform video calls. So WhatsApp is not install my in mobiles. What I will do that? I want video call. So I want to perform some video calls. So somebody will say that you have to install WhatsApp in your software. Okay. So WhatsApp is the package. In simple in mobile language we say the application. So WhatsApp is the in our software we say this thing is a package. So first you have to apply install packages, and then your function will be performed. If I want to make a video call, so I must have to install WhatsApp call. So that's a difference between function and packages. So you must have package in, or then your function will be performed. So I want to calculate means, but for that mean is the function. So for the means I needs package. So I first must have to install package first, then function will be performed. So you must understand this concept, and this will helpful you perform R language. If you do not understand this function and package is difference, so you will get errors at every step. So function is the thing what you want to perform, and package is that's application. So first you have to install your package,